Hello, Eve.
Nicole, I wasn't aware that you were back in town.
Tell me, are you supplementing your income by servicing the senior staff members? You did such a thorough job of it with my late husband.
Wow. You're good. Less than 30 seconds and you're already digging up the past.
Yes, well, it seems to follow me wherever I go.
I told you before, and I will tell you again. Your husband told me he was separated. He lied to both of us.
Dr. Lambert, 5734. Dr. Eve Lambert,
Excuse me.
5734.
Mrs. Devlin.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Rachel Locke. I'm Julie's doctor. I heard you were looking for me.
Yes, Dr. Locke, thank you for meeting with me. I have so many questions, I don't know where to begin.
Why don't we have a seat in the lounge?
Hello?
You will never guess who just flew back into town. No, wait. Let me give you a hint. Her daughter is on trial for murder.
Nicole Devlin's back in town?
Absolutely. And guess who she's hanging out with as we speak? No, wait. Let me tell you. Our best buddy, Dr. Rachel Locke.
Courtney lost the baby.
Oh, Karen. I'm sorry.
She's in surgery right now. Dr. Boardman and Joe are doing an exploratory laparotomy and the TNC.
Is there anything I can do?
Pray.
Hmm.
For all of us.
You okay?
Courtney's lost her baby. A baby that could have been Neil's best chance for survival. And now she's fighting for her life. And I might be the one that's at fault, Matt.
Karen, you're not to blame for lousy weather conditions.
If that's all it was. Maybe I took my eyes off the road longer than I thought. What if the car did drift over the center line?
All right, look, you just ease up on yourself, okay? You didn't go out there to hurt Courtney.
Why do I get the feeling Courtney's not going to agree with you when she hears that I was driving the other car? What if she doesn't hear? What if Courtney dies?
Dr. Brian Bosner to vascular surgery.
God, if you can hear me, please, please don't take her. I am begging you. Let Courtney live.
Good call on the liver, Joe.
Oh, that bruising on the right side caught my attention.
Well, if we hadn't gotten her in the OR, she might have died.
Looking good now.
Hey, we're not home yet. Pressure's dropping, 80 over 42.
Give her 300 cc's fluid challenge.
We're almost finished.
Mark, I see it.
We've got PVCs.
Draw Chem 10.
VTAC, she's decompensating. Don't quit on me now, Courtney. Get the crash cart.
We need 50 milligrams lidocaine.
Stand by the cardiovert.
Charge to 100 joules.
On sync. Recharged.
Clear. She's back. Let's get her to recovery.
Those scars like that, too many people here need you.
Frank?
It's Courtney.
She's still in surgery. I haven't heard anything yet.
Maybe you should pray for both of us. I think he listens to you.
Faith doesn't have to be strong to be heard. You know, when Courtney told me that the two of you were involved, I was secretly hoping that she could straighten you out. But now it's Courtney that needs you, Frank. Losing this child is going to break her heart.
I haven't won any awards for being dependable lately, but I promise if she... No. When she makes it through this surgery, I'm gonna be the go-to guy, Mom. I'm gonna be the guy that she can count on.
But, you know, she's not the only one that's lost a child here. Your brother has, too. And I know there's been tension between the two of you, but please, will you try to understand what he's going through?
I do. More than you know.
Oh.
Told me I could find you here. How is she?
She made it.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank you, God.
Thank you, God.
Courtney's tough. I mean, she's gonna be okay. But she needs us to help her pull through, you know.
Can I see her?
She's in ICU. You know the rules. It's only immediate family. I'll get you inside.
Thank you.
Gotta get one of those hugs.
You saved her life.
Why couldn't I save the baby too, Mom?
Julie's worked very hard to get to this point, Mrs. Devlin. I've made great progress with her, and I think having her declared competent to stand trial proves it.
You seem to care a great deal about my daughter.
I would do anything to help Julie.
Obviously, she trusts you.
Well, over the last few months, yes, we've grown very close.
Yes, I can see that.
Of course, I can't take all the credit for how far Julie has come. Chris Ramsey has been a big part of that. She depends on him.
Well, no offense, but Chris is the last person that I wanted as a son-in-law.
Okay. Well, I have to admit, my initial response was the same regarding Chris, especially when he insisted that Julie sign a prenup.
But you approve of him now?
I think initially he did marry Julie for the money, but he has changed. He's in love with your daughter.
Are you sure you're not seeing an act?
I've dealt with a lot of con artists, and I know when I'm being played. Chris is crazy about Julie, maybe a little too much.
What do you mean?
Well, you know how impetuous young love can be. I think he's taken some careless risks.
Yes, well, that's the Chris that I know.
Well, he's thinking with his heart, not his head. And I'm just afraid that he could hurt Julie's chances at freedom.
674, Susan Mayer.
You still here?
674.
They've had their heads together ever since we got off the phone. You know, if the mere sight of me didn't rattle Nicole so much, I would go over there and try and eavesdrop.
Maybe we should refrain from telling her that we're a couple.
You mean you don't think that she'll ante up if she knows that you and I are making love day and night? Especially you making love with her least favorite brunette in town.
Something like that.
Well, You go get him, stud.
Nicole, is that you?
Kevin, how are you?
I'm fine. What a wonderful surprise. What are you doing in town?
Well, Julie's trial started. I thought I should be here.
Of course.
I must say I was surprised to learn that you let Dr. Locke take over Julie's care.
Well, it wasn't exactly my decision. If you have some time, I'd love to talk to you about it.
Yes, well, I'll make the time. You don't mind, do you, Dr. Locke?
No. No, of course not. We've got plenty of time to speak.
Coffee shop okay?
Dr. Hearns, pathology. Dr. Steve Hearns, pathology.
So, how'd you like meeting Nicole Devlin? She was pleasant enough. Well, Claus will come out sooner or later. I take it you're not a fan. Let's just say that you got more than you bargained for when you invited her to your party. I didn't invite her. She came out of concern for her daughter. That doesn't sound like Nicole. You know, you would know Nicole better than me. I keep forgetting that you and Julie were once roommates. You know, it's the funniest thing. I keep forgetting that myself. In fact, you probably know the dynamics of Nicole and Julie's relationship firsthand. You could probably give me some insights that I don't know about. Feel like a cup of coffee? Recovery room? Coffee shop. You're on.
Where am I?
You were in an accident.
Lost the baby, didn't we?
You're here. You're alive, and that's all that matters now.
But I wanted so much.
I know.
I wish God would have taken me instead.
Come on. What would I have to drive me crazy if you checked out? I need you, Courtney. Neil needs you.
Neil needed this baby.
It's you who Neil depends on. You mean everything to that kid.
Everyone thinks it's Joe who lost a child. Only I know it's you.
A lot happened before you went into surgery. I don't know what you remember.
I remember. Say it again.
I love you, Courtney.
Joe.
Courtney pulled through. Her liver was fractured. She wanted to be tagged.
Joe.
That baby was going to be our miracle, Karen. But it was more than that, you know. It was... Neil was so excited to have a little brother or sister. What am I going to tell him now that that's not going to happen, you know?
You'll find the right words.
What are the right words? What are the right words? What are the right words when he asks what his chances of survival are now that his bone marrow donor's gone?
Oh, Courtney could try and get pregnant again.
We both know that's not going to be an option for quite some time. Neil may not have that much time to wait. And what are the chances of finding another match?
Okay, then we look to other methods. Some are experimental, but we'll get on it right away.
You have been so supportive. I mean, even knowing that this baby would be tough on our relationship, you never ran.
I'd do anything for Neil.
Well, you saved his mom's life, you know that? If you hadn't treated her at the scene and gotten her to the hospital as fast as you did, she probably would have died.
Joe? Joe, I might be the reason that Courtney was in that accident.
I don't follow you.
Snow was coming down hard. It was slippery. I couldn't see the lines on the road. My car may have drifted into the oncoming traffic. Courtney may have driven off the road in order to avoid me.
Karen, it was an accident.
What if it wasn't? Do you realize what that means?
Courtney's awake. I gotta go see her.
Dr. Locke and I have very different ideas about Julie's well-being.
You don't think Julie should be released into society?
No. Not yet, anyway. But Rachel seems determined to see Julie set free.
How did she get your job?
I went to Europe, briefly. When I came back, Chris and Darren Leopold had arranged for Rachel to take over Julie's therapy. I wasn't consulted. I wasn't forewarned. I wasn't even notified of the change.
Hey, speak of the devil. You know, Eve was just telling me that you guys had a flood at the lighthouse last night. Well, at least you two have each other in emergencies. I don't even have a cat.
You and Eve live together.
Yes.
Is Felicia? Faison is in control.
You're gonna kill me!
Can Luke save Felicia?
Look at me when I talk to you. You're playing some sick game, and it's gonna get Felicia killed.
Or will he walk into a trap?
What do you want from me?
He's arriving any minute now.
General Hospital, ABC Daytime.
I'm sorry, Kevin, but I'm not comfortable discussing my daughter with you now.
Nicole, my being with Kevin has nothing to do with his ability to treat Julie.
It's a matter of his judgment. If he chooses to live with you, I'm not sure that I can trust him.
I understand your feelings. If you change your mind, I'm available.
If you'll excuse me, I have to run. Thanks for the coffee.
Mrs. Devlin, like, I don't know what that was about, but
Really? My daughter never discussed her father's affair with Eve.
whatever your daughter says in our sessions, it's confidential.
I've got to go.
Look, I don't know what Kevin told you, but I assure you, Julie is in good hands.
I am Julie's mother, and I will decide who has my daughter's best interest at heart.
Mr. Monroe, yes, this is Dr. Locke calling. Julie Devlin's mother, Nicole, is in town. I don't want her seeing my patient until I've spoken to Julie first.
Hey, I just heard the news about Courtney's surgery. That is great. So, why the long face?
I told Joe the accident might be my fault.
What did he say?
On the surface, he gave me the benefit of the doubt. Deep down, I think he's really upset. And why shouldn't he be? I might be the reason he lost his child.
Heard someone was ready to go dancing.
Not quite.
I'm sorry, Courtney. There was nothing we could do to save the baby.
We have Neil. And he's going to need us now more than ever.
I wanted to ask Courtney a few questions about the accident.
She just came out of surgery.
Can it wait?
No, I want to do it now. While it's still clear in my mind.
So you remember what happened?
Yeah, it was snowing hard. I shouldn't have been driving.
And, I noticed some headlights coming in the opposite direction. And the oncoming driver just veered right into my lane.
You sure about that? You said yourself the snow was blowing.
Joe, I'm positive. I was on the right side of the road. If you don't believe me, ask Karen. She found me. She must have seen the whole thing. The other driver forced me off the road. What's wrong?
The other driver was Karen.
Own your own crystal ball keepsake by visiting abc.com, part of the Go Network.